Quotes from Brother Lawrence from the Kindle, Deep Christian Quotes and Bible Verses. First quote. God is we ought to worship Him. God is spirit, so we must worship Him in spirit and truth, that is, by a humble and true adoration of spirit in the depth and center of our souls. Second quote. The end we ought to propose to ourselves, is to become in this life, the most perfect worshippers of God we can possibly be, as we hope to be through all eternity. Third quote. I cannot imagine how religious persons can live satisfied without the practice of the presence of God. For my part I keep myself retired with Him in the depth of center of my soul as much as I can, and while I am so with Him I fear nothing, but the least turning from Him is insupportable. Fourth quote. How happy we would be if we could find the treasure of which the gospel speaks. All else would be as nothing. As it is boundless, the more you search for it, the greater the riches you will find. Let us search unceasingly, and let us not stop until we have found it. Fifth quote. It is possible for us to live in the very sense of the Lord's presence, under even the most difficult circumstances. If you and I are going to enjoy the peace of paradise during this life, we must become accustomed to a familiar, humble, and very affectionate conversation with the Lord Jesus. Sixth quote. He does not ask much of us, merely a thought of Him from time to time. A little act of adoration, sometimes to ask for His grace, sometimes to offer Him your sufferings. At other times to thank Him for the graces, past and present, He has bestowed on you, in the midst of your troubles, to take solace in Him as often as you can. Lift up your heart to Him during your meals and in company. The least little remembrance will always be the most pleasing to Him. Seventh quote. O my God, since Thou art with me, and I must now, in obedience to Thy commands, apply my mind to these outward things, I beseech Thee to grant me the grace to continue in Thy presence. And to this end do Thou prosper me, with Thy assistance, receive all my works, and possess all my affections. Thanks.